Hey everybody, this is Mark from the Crystal Chronicles, your Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia podcast, welcoming you to another poll video today on Ciaran LD. We'll see how I do here in a second, but just want to remind you, we have a wonderful podcast every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We get on Twitch, the Crystal Chronicles, put it on YouTube, put it on podcast apps. Just a time to talk DFFOO with your friends. Now, we are taking a couple weeks off. Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve fall on a Thursday, so we're not going to have the regular show, but look on YouTube, look to the podcast. We probably will have some things popping in and out. And if you would like to grab one of these beautiful play arts, Dissidia Final Fantasy play arts figures, the first way to do that is going to be a drawing through our Twitch subs. So if you go Amazon Prime member, you have a free Twitch sub, or if you want to sub to us on Twitch, the Crystal Chronicles on Twitch, you will be entered automatically into a drawing for your figure of choice. So let's get on to the polls. This is going to be exciting, I am sure. Now, what to talk about for Ciaran? Why am I pulling on Ciaran? Well, I have him purple, because I was bullied into it by the Tonberry Troupe's Dreamy. And I enjoyed playing Ciaran. He was great. So figured why not? In my quest to continue to pull for your pleasure and amusement, let's see if I can snag Ciaran LD. But first, we get a free multi, so see what we get. Well, it's not gold, friends. It's not looking good. Yeah, I've been thinking about, why to pull. Obviously, I've had a tier list. We have great people, Inkwelder, Mino, Black Cloud. Obviously, Kreese and Arrow have their own opinions. Macnol, Quetz, Strafe, J.A, great player. Jin Lee. I mean, there's so many of our core group that each has their. That was trash. I don't have this max limit broke though, so could have been worse. 524 tickets. There's so many people who, have come up with different ways to play, and that's great. Again, pull for your favorites, have resources so that you can get around the RNG, so that you're never, living paycheck to paycheck when you're, trying to pull the characters you really, really want, build around your roster, get diversity. But, there comes a point when, how many resources do you need? Like, how much do you need to grab your favorites? Well, if you want to pity every burst, or if you have like 1,000 favorites, listen, make a choice. I've chosen 20 characters that I like. These are must-have characters, need their kits. Favorite characters of mine. But is your is your list 5? Or maybe it's just one game, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy Tactics, etc. Well, if it's Tactics, that's easy. How many resources do you really need? That's what I'm trying to get at. What's a healthy reserve? I mean, it says 690,000, I think, gems. Let me look. But how many do you really need? Oh, I don't know. I'd really like Paladin Cecil Burst. Am I going to pity it? No. Really like Cloud Burst. Am I going to pity it? I have almost 100 Burst tokens. Probably not. So how much do I really need? 700 is probably pretty good for a long while. I mean, that's almost 10 pities. Is that going to be something that I'm going to need? Is that going to be something that I really, really am desiring to have? I don't know. How many tickets do you need? 100? 200? 300? Here's a gold ore. Lael's on this banner? I have Lael. Not purple, but I have his kit. I started this this little cycle. I've been spending a lot of gems throughout LDBT. Pitied, Squalls, Burst. Don't suggest that you do that on the first banner. It's a terrible idea. Spent a lot of gems on a lot of other banners. Pretty much pulled on everything. I think I have every LD besides 3. I believe the only LDs that I do not have are Desh, Trey, Desh, 9, Machina. And I'm missing 2 bursts. Wall, Warrior of Light, and Lightning. And so I've pulled on a lot. Still have a lot. Is that luck? Well, I mean, if you kind of work it out over the course of all of those pulls, no, it's pretty much on par. Even my bursts on tickets, it's pretty much statistic probability. I mean, it's pretty much 1 per 1,000 tickets. I've gotten a burst. All right. So, when you're sitting with, 1 million, 2 million gems, and I'm not getting down on, and that's a lot. I'm talking to people who are, we're pretty good friends with. I just think like, why? We encourage people to save, to plan, but, there comes a point when isn't it more fun to play the game, to use new characters? And some people, I mean, we got folks like Belial. I love the guy. Really goes with these, low ingot investments. Strafe and J.A do that as well. And that's the way they enjoy the game, then that's great. But, for me, I like to go all in on characters. I really like to focus in on them. I really like to just enjoy the kits, play with them at full potential. Here's another gold ore. And see what they're all about. There's a EX I already have. I do have Ciaran purple at the moment. And so yeah, I mean so my strategy right now is pull with tickets until I don't have any tickets. I started with 1,850 this cycle this month with Lightning. And I've pulled on every banner with tickets. I've gotten everything but Lightning's burst. It's really hard to get burst on tickets, so that's understandable. But why? At some point for me, it's like, why go back to gems? Just keep using tickets until I don't have any. Then we'll talk about what I do next. I mean, if I was at 200 tickets and 50,000 gems, it's a different story. But I don't know what that point is. But at some point we have so much foresight and so much ability to kind of look ahead and plan that we can just have fun with the game, and probably pull a little bit on every banner and see how you fare. And at some point, just kind of go all in, until maybe you're down to, I don't know. I don't even know what it is. 500,000, 250,000. I mean, some of you have nothing, right? You're like, I got 10,000 gems. I'm skipping Ciaran. Good, please. I encouraged everyone to skip the entire month, right? So if that's your position, if you didn't have any resources, just skip the month. These terrible Lufanias, don't do them, and just move on with your life, right? Or, if you're really good, there find ways around it. Now, if you're that good, you're probably not hurting on resources in the first place. Generally, in my experience, those really, really powerfully good players, much better than I am, they make do with very little. And that's one of the reasons I became so good, because they've found ways to really get the most out of their investments, right? So it's understandable that they would be this good. So yeah, I don't really. This is not really advice. This is just musing. I just kind of thinking out loud in terms of my plans moving forward, in terms of what I'm really hoping for. I still sitting at a ridiculous amount of gems. I like I said, it has 690, but there's a lot in summoning boards, at least 50,000, if not more. So I'm sitting at 10 pities. Never had to pity 10 things in a row. And we keep getting more gems, right? So, I mean, we get it averages out about a pity a month. So if I don't pity a character a month, I'm going to gain that every month. And I'm hundreds of tickets. Now, that may slow down a little bit, but not really. We're still getting a lot of tickets. And if we get extra stuff like Abyss, that's just even more. These pulls are not great. There's other EXs. Oh no, I guess there's just one, Cryo. I don't have Cryo, so I would like her EX. And I'd like Ciaran's, what do you call it? His LD. What's Ciaran do? I don't know. Battery's the party. He's got great auras. Crazy Eye Brave aura. Doesn't lose stacks anymore, which is amazing. Just a lot of awesomeness. So, do you need them? No, of course you don't. You don't need any of it. Skip, hard pass. I'm around 100 tickets, so this is the most exciting pull video anyone could have ever watched. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll see. I may edit it, I may not. I think I'm around 100. Here in a couple. Might go 200. Or might stop. I don't know. Let me think. Because I'm going to go tickets and Rude. And I could always come back. I don't know. Let me do another 100. I think I started at 524. You can write down in the comments if I didn't. So yeah, here we are. Another pull video. I hope if you're pulling for Ciaran, both of you out there, that yours went well. I mean, you do your free pulls, of course. Now, if you get the free pull, if you get the LD on the free pull, do you chase his EX? Probably not. He needs his EX, I think, but I'm not sure I would suggest chasing a character. The LD's nice to have, right? I mean, it's not, and you might pick his EX up at some other point. So better to have the LD than just the EX. Here's a goal. Let's see what we got. Oh, good. Excellent. Well, that will save me a little bit of hassle in the future. But did not have that. I always trying to pick up EX every once in a while. Also need some power stones, so this won't hurt. But yeah, you got to figure it out for yourself. I know it's hard. Here we go, another gold. Ooh, another Cryo EX. Free power stones. Woohoo. Yeah, I mean, we can sit with you and kind of like plan out what you're thinking. But I mean, I saw somebody today on Facebook, who do you got to get after Cloud? It's always, who do you got to pull after Rude? Who do you have to pull after? I don't even know how people, I don't know how people plan. It'd be interesting for me to understand how everyone plans their polls. Now, I mean, I know how our group plans their polls. I mean, I have a spreadsheet for well into next summer, kind of looking ahead, all the banners laid out, kind of my targets. I mean, I don't have it down to the detail like I did for the EX era. I kind of go more month to month, but I have the full spreadsheet, down several months, 6 months or so. So I know not everybody's like that. Here's another gold orb. Let's see what it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, so, you want to leave a comment if you hung in this long. Thank you. Let me know how do you plan your polls? What do you use? Do you just go, do you know what's coming? Do you not know what's coming? Do you use foresight? I'm just interested, especially if you're not part of our community. And feel free, tccpodcast.com, join our Discord. Just awesome people. It's just a great time. Check out the podcast when we're back. We're taking 2 weeks off. But yeah, let me know. What's your process? I'm just interested in it. Good luck to you if you pulled on Ciaran. If not, that's okay. You'll be fine. And good luck for this, the last of the 3 in a row, Hell Lufanias. But you're struggling, come on our Discord. We'll help you out. Until next time, friends, this is Mark from the Crystal Chronicles. Best of luck.